Hi everyone, here's Timmy, and today I have a special video for you. I am so happy and so grateful that I can say that Bethany Atazadeh accepted to have an interview with me. So, she is the writer of the number series, Evalene's number and Pearl's number, and she is one of my favorite writers. So I am so lucky to have her here, and I like to start the interview. Okay.
Hi Timmy, thank you so much for having me on your YouTube channel. I am so excited to talk with you guys about the number series and answer a bunch of fun questions.
Why color and number system?
Okay, this one's really fun to answer. So when I was writing Evalene's number, when I first came up with the idea, I was working in the hospital as a environmental services, which just means housekeeping. And so I remember we were all wearing just generic scrubs, whatever we wanted. And then right when I was hired in, they started doing color coding for the scrubs. So they'd be like, these nurses wear light blue, these nurses wear dark blue. These people, environmental, which is me, wore like this poop brown color, and so on and so forth. So everybody was kind of color coded, and that was supposed to help people to just know immediately who they were talking to without like if you ran into somebody that you'd never met before, you would know, okay, this is an RN. She knows what she's doing. She's wearing that color, whatever. Or like if somebody approached me in environmental services, they wouldn't be trying to ask me to do something really awkward that I didn't know how to do. And you get the idea. So the idea of the color coding was good and it made sense, but I noticed something really interesting when I forgot my scrubs at home one day. So I had to go to the OR and I had to get some light blue scrubs, which are usually used for surgery, and just kind of like the backup scrubs that the hospital keeps on hand. And I wore those around the hospital that particular day. And then I noticed that all of a sudden I was getting treated a lot better. So when I was wearing my housekeeping scrubs versus the OR scrubs, it was night and day difference. People were way more respectful to me and just nicer in general. And that just totally gave me an idea for the color system in the number series, where in this world you can tell just by looking at somebody if they're important or not. And I was like, this is actually a real thing. So yeah, that kind of sums up why I have a color code.
How did you come up with the story idea and plot?
So I kind of accidentally answered this question in the first question, but I came up with the idea through, first of all, a dream that I think stemmed a lot from that particular job that I just talked about, and then from the job itself, from real life experiences. So it was this unique mix of just, I guess, what was in my subconscious, and then kind of using real life situations to craft it into an actual story, and of course making it a lot worse than it actually is in real life because it's a dystopian.
What inspired you to write Jeremiah as you did?
I love this question. The person who inspired Jeremiah is 100% my husband. And I mean, I'm obviously a little bit biased, but I think he's gorgeous and amazing. So, my husband is Persian, so I made Jeremiah Persian. I don't think that came across with beta readers in the beginning, because beta readers were telling me to have like people of color, and I'm like, I did. Jeremiah is a person of color, and he's amazing, and he's gorgeous. So, yes, he is kind of bold, and he's a leader, and he is a little bit gentler than my husband. Persians tend to be just loud and like, yeah, I mean, I changed some things so that Jeremiah was his own person. Of course, I didn't copy Mohsen, my husband, exactly, but he's definitely based on my husband.
Are there any resemblance between you and Evalene?
Any resemblance between me and Evalene? Yeah, honestly, she she's a brunette and she had brown eyes, and then I was like, even though brown eyes are the most common eye color, and I know that I actually like to have a lot of characters with brown eyes because that's real life, I realized that she kind of looked and sounded like me, and I didn't want that. I'm definitely more take charge and chatty than she is. She's very shy and reserved, and she's just been beaten up by life a lot. So her character might be kind of like me when I was, I don't know, maybe like 13 or something, around that age. Just very trying to figure out who she is still. And yeah. So I guess a little bit based on me, because how can I not, I guess? But I'm working on that. I don't think I want all my characters to ever be like me, but I do think that I will probably come through in all of my characters in some way.
Would you like to live in this world? In the number series world?
I would not like to live in the numbered world, just because it's a dystopian. Life is really hard for them, especially if you're a low number. And even if you're a high number, I think if you're a good person, you'd probably feel some guilt, maybe, about what's going on and how people are treated. So I guess the short answer is no, I wouldn't want to live there.
What are your best 3 tips for writing dystopian novels?
I don't know if these will apply to dystopian or all books, but I'll just tell you what I learned through the experience. When I was writing Evalene's number, I've kept her weak. Like, I need her character arc for her to be learning how to stand up for herself. But in the first draft, she was a lot more weak. Like, she just sort of was like letting people steamroll over her and didn't make any choices or decisions at all. And she was a very different character, believe it or not. So I learned that the hero needs to lead. Like, the main character still needs to be the lead in their own life. So even though she doesn't have control over everything, which is like how it has to be for my book, she still needs to take action and just be the lead in her own life and make decisions and just be a proactive character. So I wrote a very weak character, so my first tip would be, don't, even if you're writing a dystopian, still have them make their own choices and their own decisions and take some action, if that makes sense. My second tip would probably be, I think I read this in the book Save the Cat, which was also really helpful for writing this book, and it was that danger must be present danger. And like, it needs to be like, there needs to actually be a risk. They need to actually be afraid. It can't just be kind of danger out there. Like, it needs to be something that could actually affect them, if that makes sense. And then my third tip, I will actually talk about the villain, because this I don't think I did as well. I didn't like screw it up, but I probably would, especially in a dystopian, make the villain more tangible, more real. Like, I had the villain be kind of this, it's the number one and he's out there, and it's the number system is actually kind of the villain too, and just the whole society. But I think it would have been stronger, and I did this in Pearl's number, to have an actual villain with a face, somebody evil for them to react to and to fight with and to just deal with and run into as like an actual problem, I guess. So yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense in the comments, guys. But those are my 3 tips, I guess, for dystopian.
Where can we find you on social media, and where can we buy your amazing books?
I can be found on Instagram at author Bethany Atazadeh, and on Facebook at author Bethany Atazadeh as well, and then on Twitter at Bethany Atazadeh. No author for that one, it was too long. And then especially you can find me on YouTube, here on YouTube, and that you just search Bethany Atazadeh as well, or you can search Evalene's number or Pearl's number, and my books should come up. And yeah. Oh, and you can buy my books all over online, such as Amazon or Barnes & Noble. Just search Evalene's number or Pearl's number, and you will find my number series.
Thank you for being here with us, Bethany. This made my day, and I am so grateful that you accepted. And I wish you all the best, and thank you again for being here with us. Bye.
Yay! Thank you so much, Timmy, for having me. I really enjoyed this interview. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Definitely hope that you will come follow me on YouTube or social media or wherever, and I hope that you read the books and enjoy them. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!
So this was the video. I hope you liked the interview, and please buy the books of Bethany because they are amazing. So do not hesitate, you can find them everywhere. I mean, I will leave links where you can find them. And follow Bethany, subscribe to Bethany, and she is amazing. I wish you all the best. May all of you have a blessed day. Bye.